Hello there. So before I start this series of films, I'm just going to let you know what happened and putting on the shamanic significance. So I was doing some work yesterday helping somebody out, and I managed to injure my left foot to the point that I'm no longer able to go out and do any of the things I intended to do for the next few days. So from your average person's point of view, this would be regarded to be a bad thing, wouldn't it? And every experience and event that happens to us gets judged and categorized into good or bad. So here's a shamanic perspective. When I realized that I wouldn't be able to function today in terms of moving around, one of the first thoughts that occurred to me is, that's interesting. And then the next thought occurred to me is, what can I learn from this? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm learning from it. And one of the things I realized when I tuned in and I went within is, given the choice between doing a really, what other people would regard to be awfully challenging, difficult job, or going online, I would always choose the former. And I don't find going online easy. And yet I need to do it. It's part of being a 21st century shaman, to put it bluntly. It's something I need to do. So I was actually aware that what I've been doing is I've been trying to avoid doing the stuff that I need to do for me. And this is the other thing, I find it easier, much easier to help someone else than to do my own stuff, address my own stuff. To such an extent, I actually enjoy cleaning someone else's place more than my own. And it's from an incredibly selfish point of view. When I clean my space, I see it getting messed up again. I know it's me who's done it. If I clean someone else's space, I'm out of there when I'm done. And I don't have to experience that. So this is all to do with the fact that it's New Year's Eve, 2025, begins tomorrow. And what do we need to be aware of? I will echo, first of all, what Rastafarian said to me as I sat on the dirt at the side of the tarmac road in Jamaica, in various different places. They said, know yourself. Know yourself. Get to know who you are. Actually, what this means, it means create a relationship with yourself. Observe what you do, what you don't do, and get some understandings of the whys and the wherefores and the hows. That is my first message to you for the new year. Know yourself. Get to know who you are, why you operate the way you do, what makes you tick, what drives you, what inspires you, what repels you, all the rest of it. Putting awareness onto yourself in this way is something that will benefit you for the whole of your life and beyond. That's the first one. The second one is to realize that all human beings went through this journey. We were born, and we get basically born into either a state of grace or a state of extreme trauma, depending on how we get born. And shit happens in our lives. Things happen to us. And these things are easy to be judged in terms of good and bad, but actually they're all experiences. And they're all here for us to become more aware of who we really are. 2025 is the year that we need to let go of and stop being the adaptive child. The adaptive child is the one that wants to please other people, the one that wants to get along with people, have friends, have a good social life, have good social interactions, and be fake, not real. 2025, we need to let go of that, and we need to fully embrace who we are. So if you're neurospicy, or if you're this, or if you're that, if you're quirky, if you're weird, if you're unusual, if you are whatever you are, it's time to embrace who you really are. Well, the way you get to know who you really are is what I said as the first point. Know yourself. As you know yourself and you get to know yourself more and more and more, you'll begin to realize who you are, and you'll begin to realize the things that make you passionate, the things that drive you, the things that you love to do. This is what 2025 is about. Letting go of the people-pleasing adapted child that just wants to conform and fit in and discover who we really are, which of course is powerful and magnificent beyond even our abilities to comprehend. 2025 is a very exciting year. For people who are stuck in the labeling and judging perspective of good or bad, 2025 is going to be full of both. But my suggestion to you is to take all of these things in the way the shaman does. These are all experiences, and the opportunity you have is to learn from them. So I'm having great fun here making these films with you and enjoying having my leg elevated so that my foot gets the healing and the rest that it needs. All the love to you.